Yeah, okay, mate. Let's have a look here. What do you think of gold on lower time frames? We did talk about gold recently, that it was bearish. You know, this triple top. Well, I mean, I think we talked about this level. You know, obviously it's bearish below this stop hunt, but we are also coming into this level here. That's the level, like even in the short term, that's the level you want to watch. If it's super strong or whatever, that is ideally where you want it to hold. Longer time frames, I think I have some measured moves through here. Very rough. They're already on the chart actually, so I'm just looking at them right now. You can see this move led to kind of right here on this pivot, but it was also the base on the pullback. And then this second measured move got us to basically to the very, very top. So there was two equal measured moves were equal to this first move. So if you take another measured move from the top of this, eventually when it breaks out, you can start targeting 2,800. At this point though, this triple top does look like it should break down and form some sort of other pattern, you know, before moving up. That needs a little bit more investigation. I'm just looking at it here right now on very roughly. But you know, when you get a triple top like that, like look here, see here, it can still be a very bullish pattern. And let's look into that. So we got to see how this develops. You can see here, obviously, if you come back up, let's just remove all that. So obviously, if you can come back up, if this can form bullish chop and consolidation in here without breaking down and still holding the moving averages and above the green 20, you know, that should in theory still be bullish, and this large kind of cup in handle pattern might actually not need to dip that far. So that's what the bulls want, you know, a dip down on here to the moving averages, which is 1850 roughly, and build strong pattern. If it does that, you know, this can run from there. You can kind of see the similarities in the structure. You can see sort of the head and shoulders. I mean, you have a left shoulder, a head, and then a right shoulder. You have a left shoulder, you have a head, and you want this to form some sort of right shoulder here. Now, how long will that take? Who knows? That's a monthly chart. It could take close to a year, potentially. It's tough to say at this point. Now, let's break it down to smaller time frames, but that's just some thoughts there, kind of on a broader view. But if we do look at that, you can kind of see, you know, at this point, this trend is still above all moving averages, and dips into here would still be holding the white 100. I want to zoom out here a little bit. There it is there. We didn't get close to the white 100. White 100 is here. You know, so technically we still are bullish. This just needs to try and hold bullish. Now, when you say near term, I'm not too sure what you actually mean. Are you looking to scalp this intraday or what? But I do think that this is trying to trend and trying to go a bit lower. Let's go to the weekly. You can see the 2 week is rejecting there. Near term, it kind of looks like this, you know, this could stop hunt here, the lows either this week or next week, and then get some sort of bounce back up, you know, before creating you know, new lows from that pattern. It looks like, you know, it's very choppy. We're into a support sort of range here. You can see it all run through there, I suppose. Well, it does run through there. It runs all through here. So it is a big level, and you can see it's kind of holding. But I think a pierce below that could cause a bounce before then coming back down to new lows. I would be looking to see this white 100 moving average holding eventually when we get down here and trying to build out, or else trying to build out some sort of bullish base here or whatever to enable itself to break back up. But usually you have to run some sort of stops, you know, before a real move. You can kind of see actually, it's not identical, but you can see this break down and you create this base that has a bounce up to take liquidity before getting a real move lower. I feel that we're doing something similar, and we're creating this base that may give a bit of a stop hunt, but then come back up inside, take liquidity above before getting a real move lower. All in all though, However this finishes over the next 22 days, a new 6-month candle will be extremely important to be watching. If there is a small dip down, right, is this going to be the breakout year? Because we all know that the economic situation is a bit of a mess right now. People are buying gold. People are interested in gold again. So we definitely do need to keep an eye out on a new 6-month candle to see if this sort of bullish base can break up. This can be a three-tail theory, but this could also just explode through there, like it did here. I know this is slightly different, but similar sort of fashion. It could open up on a new 6-month and move. You can see here that's exactly when it moved on a new 6-month. So all in all, I think it's pretty choppy. I don't see any big movements until at least a new 6-month, and then it could potentially be bullish and surprise people. Not really surprise people, but this timing can be key, and it is usually a new quarter or a new 6 months when you can get these moves.